Hey, what's up everybody? It's Coach Matt, EliteThrowsCoaching.com, coming to you today with another technique video, this time talking about drills that you can use with your athletes to try to really ingrain proper technique and good habits in the standing throw. So the last three videos we've been talking about releases and release drills. We have been talking about kind of putting the shot put power position, the glide shot power position together. And then today we want to talk about how to really cement that in and make it a good habit for your athletes. So what we want to do is get them set back up in that proper power position. Now, depending on the level of your athletes, you may have to start from the ground up. Heel toe, step back, shift weight, get on the ball of the foot, turn back, find something behind you, elbow up, all that stuff that we talked about before should sort of be already a good habit. They should know how to reset back. And that's what we call it, resetting into that proper power position. So they should be able to throw and then reset back into that power position. So we want to work on that. Here's how we do it. Here's how we build that great kind of habit of doing the power position correctly. It's called Tony Hip, Slap or Push. Tony Hip, Slap, Pull, Push. Okay? Many of you have heard me say it before. If you've been to a camp or to a clinic that I've done, you've probably heard me say it at least 50 times. Okay? Tony Hip, Slap, Pull, Push. This is what we're talking about. We want to take the 5 parts of that standing throw that we've talked about. Tony, hip, slap, pull, push. Take those 5 parts and put them all together kind of in a robotic fashion, step after step after step, and then speed it up and mush it all together. So we want to take our athletes, put them back in the power position. It's great for big groups, especially if you have athletes who can throw back and forth to each other, giving yourself plenty of room, of course, use your brains. Throwing back and forth to each other, that way the other athlete can pick it up and throw it back, and it makes it faster. You don't have to walk out there, chase your shot, and then bring it back, okay? So, power position. We're going to go through the steps. First step, toe knee. Toe knee, okay? Hip, slap, pull, push. Toe knee, hip, slap, pull, push. That slowly, okay? So it's toe knee, hip, slap, pull, push. Now we get to speed it up. So now let's go Tony hip, slap, pull, push. Tony hip, slap, pull, push. Now let's go Tony hip, slap, pull, push. From here, Tony hip, slap, pull, push. Now let's speed it up even more. Let's bring the middle together. So we go toe knee, hip slap, pull push. We'll go toe knee, hip slap, pull push. And again, throwing, volleying back and forth to teammates. Then you can put it all together, toe knee, hip, slap, pull push. Toe knee, hip, slap, pull push. Right in a row. Toe knee, hip, slap, pull push. Right through. Ready? Toe knee, hip, slap, pull push. And what it resembles is a slow, mechanical, robotic standing throw. So you can do this with your athletes. I love doing this during camps when I have a lot of athletes. So when there is, 20 athletes in my group, I'll put 10 on one side, 10 on the other side, boys and girls together. Then we'll have them throw back and forth, and we'll do this after the warm-up, but before we get into specific parts of the throw. Okay, so we just do this to train their brain and get their nervous system firing so that they are ready to go. Think of it like a warm-up. Think of it like teaching drills that are being used to break a sweat and get those movement patterns into their head. You can use any combination of Tony hip, slap, pull, push that you want and get your athletes throwing properly the first couple of days of practice. You do not want to be at the end of your season trying to teach an athlete how to get in this position so they're not opened up with their weight shifted too early. Don't do that at the end of the season. Do that in the first week of practice. If you can do it in a 2 or 3 day track camp, you can definitely do it in the first 2 to 3 days of practice with your team. All right? As we said, every Tuesday, Technique Tuesday, make sure to sign up for the newsletter at EliteThrowsCoaching.com. You'll get an email from me every Tuesday with the video link. It's going to explain everything along with some other free goodies for being part of the newsletter. All right, hope to hear from you all soon. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Leave them in the comments section down below or email me, matt@primalatc.com. Talk to you all soon.